Good day, everyone. I am Federica Liliaga from the group Socrates. This video presentation is about our reflection for the movie entitled Don't Look Up 2021. Don't Look Up is a movie about theoretical reminder that the world is ending, as an important that many doesn't care enough. A movie directed by Mckay.
Knowledge is the powerful weapon which you can change the world. Well, for me, this is my understanding in regards to the Don't Look Up movie that we watch. So, Don't Look Up movie is an artful combination of hilarious and deeply disturbing, mainly because of the most dysfunctional reactions of the news, which is very, very believable as of now. Well, the one thing for sure that the director wants to relay a message in regard to this movie is because don't ignore the brain. Well, why brain? For somehow reasons, the brain is the imperfect organ of a human body, and it is the which to understand the world, and yet it is all of us has. And when you provide something or someone knowledge regarding to it, some people will decline or contradicts in regards of it. And this is related to this conservation bias as we have now for the global warming that we've experienced, which drives people who are already have opinions or decisions to dismiss or disbelieve a new information that they needs to be changed.
The movie Don't Look Up is an eye-opener for the humanity. Just like what Ariana Grande's song said on that movie, we can act that everything is alright, but it is actually happening real time. The only difference is on that movie, their problem is a comment, while today our problem is the climate change, wherein the climate change is getting worse every single day. We can also see on that movie how media, the journalists, and the social media affect the beliefs of a person. I can say that some media today focuses on news that can increase their viewership or their ratings rather than news that actually matters and affect our life. So if that actually happens, which is not impossible, all I can do is I would spend my remaining time with my family, just like in the movie. We would eat our last meal.
The video entitled Don't Look Up is entirely with especially Leonardo DiCaprio. He begins as an awkward astronomy professor, becomes the face of the comet revelations, seduced by power and fame. He betrays his wife, and the world comes to an end. He realizes what really matters, making a pilgrimage home to reunite with his family, and faces mistake. Now society is encouraged to be the media, that many will trust whatever the media will say the news, and who didn't care less about any realities or scientists. To connect to our subject, science and technology had a major impact on society, and their impact is growing by making life easier. Science has given us the chance to pursue societal concerns such as ethics, aesthetics, education, and justice, to create culture and to improve human conditions.
Don't Look Up 2021 is an American apocalyptic movie that is directed by Mckay. The movie is all about how people disregard or ignore the scientific knowledge. They seems don't care about what is happening in the environment. So while watching, I realized how irresponsible human in real life, and so those things is no longer impossible to happen in the reality or in the future, because as we can see in the movie, there's a big similarities between our generation today and in the movie. The movie portrays our world today. It's horrifying, but what stood out the most, the film is a warning message. The film is indeed a message to each one of us. The movie serves as an eye-opener for us on how to be more responsible in spreading sensible information and choose a good leader. So, science, technology, and society are inseparable. We, as a society, we should use technology in a good and in the right way.
Don't Look Up 2021. The movie entitled Don't Look Up tells the story of two-level astronomer who must go on a giant media tour to warn mankind of an approaching comet that will destroy planet Earth. Dr. Mandy and Kate approached US President and expressed and informed media to warn the humanity. But as what we have seen, the people and the President of the United States of America, their response to the news of having a huge catastrophic event that will be caused by such a massive and destructive comet is that they are not convinced. They think that this news is unbelievable. The US President did not support science discovery. They didn't take it seriously, and even the people in media, because, look, when Kate and Dr. Mindy announced the comet will hit the Earth, look what people in media did. Instead of worrying, thinking what to do, they make it as a memes, a funny, a joke. And as we observe, this movie shows that the politicians care more about how something will impact their polling numbers rather than saving mankind. As a group, as Socrates, if we are going to relate or connect it to our society, considering the technology, the effect of science and technology to our environment today is just people become more aggressive in social media. Similar to the Don't Look Up movie. Instead of using social media as a collection of news and informations, they violently use it. Social media today are more worst. Why? Because we don't know where is a fact and where to believe in. The problem is that people become violently distracting the rule as a good person and as a good influencer. As a person, we should know how to manage ourselves, our limits, and our rights. As we can see, people are stepping the shoes of other. The number of bullying, scamming, spreading of fake news, gossip, virus, illegal videos are the main problem for today because of the technology. As a group, we highly recommend that every science discovery should not be dismissed, denied. We should take actions and make seriously about informations and news coming from the expert because we learn from them. And we highly recommend that the media should be prioritize science discovery, believe from what expert says. The speaker from media should look or refocus from one problem and do not change the subject of discussions and do not make it as a nonsense or funny because people rely from them to believe one's news. Use media in a proper and in a good way.